Hi ladies and gents, I've recently done some rebranding as such. I've made some changes here and there, let me know in the comments what you think. Finally today I present to you a PvP hunter focused sidearm build that is so strong shotgun apes won't see you coming. I'll be covering the armour, exotics and what sidearms this build is best suited for. Before I begin, however, please drop a like on this video. I've recently learned of the YouTube algorithm and how more likes means more people will be shown your content. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on those notifications. Okay, sidearms for me, they're very underrated, and if it wasn't for your Winters or Astrals, sidearms will probably be used even more. I'll kick this build off with the exotic armour, mechaneer's tricksleeves. This exotic hunter gauntlets boost handling and reload speed for our sidearms and even boosts your damage of the sidearms when you're critically wounded. So, what does this mean? Sidearms effectively are granted quick draw and reload super fast, meaning you don't have to worry too much about your handling and reload speed on said sidearm. I did a side-by-side comparison and there isn't really much difference. However, I did use Drang for this comparison and it does have high handling already. Normally at this stage I would cover weapons, but this build is a bit more dynamic, meaning you can use whatever sidearm is rolled better. I will cover my picks later on. I did not include exotic or kinetic sidearms for this build. Let me know what you would use if you have other preferences. For now, I just want to focus on mods, as there are some nice combinations you can choose from. This entire build is focused on one mod in particular. The rest fall into place around it. Surprise attack. Avoid armor mod that only takes one mod slot. At the cost of intellect, if you are charged with light, swapping or reloading with a sidearm grants you charge magazine, which gives your sidearm a massive damage buff. Per stack of charge with light you would gain 5 rounds. So if you have 2 stacks of charge with light and ready or reload your sidearm, you would gain 10 rounds. Swapping to another gun with these rounds will make them disappear, which is a disadvantage, but hey, it's worth it. Of course, taking charge is the perfect mod for getting those stacks of charge with light, especially when you're chaining sidearm kills and generating orbs of light. Can't generate those orbs? Charge Harvester is your best friend. At the cost of 10 mobility, getting assists or kills give you a chance of becoming charged with light. Throw in powerful friends to counter the mobility penalty, and if your fire team are running charged with light builds, becoming charged with light will make them also charged with light, so as long as they are close to you. Finally, Swift Charge. Become charged with light by getting rapid kills with pulses or sidearms. This is an arc mod. We obviously will take advantage of this mod in particular and use a pulse in our kinetic slot. In practice, get rapid kills with a pulse or sidearm, become charged with light and swap or reload your sidearm to consume the stacks and get charged magazine stacks. Now for the pulse of choice. Get farming in trials because I got lucky with my messenger. It's not a god roll by any means, but it has Desperado baby. Getting this thing procced is like bringing a knife to a gunfight, instant laser beams essentially. This will get you a lot of those multi-kills that we need to proc Swift Charge and get charged with light. Now, which sidearms to choose from? I've used 3 in particular and managed to pull off we ran out of medals with each one. Take a pick, but I do have a strong favourite. First up is The Last Dance. The free burst sidearm with decent range, but roll is pretty nasty. It comes with rangefinder and full auto trigger with a range masterwork. It's pretty solid and reliable and it can go and hit at long distances. The issue is that it is a free burst sidearm and each round that hits a target reduces your charge magazine stack. And to add to this, the other guns I used had Rampage rolled, which stacks with charge magazine. A good choice, but overall it came 3rd in my list due to the free burst damage not making it worthwhile. Brass Attacks is up next. This roll is pretty much a god roll. It comes with Rampage and Rapid Hit with ricochet rounds, with a range masterwork also. It's a 2-burst sidearm that can also hit at long ranges. It's nasty. It hits at range and melts everything at close quarters, making it easier to get multi-kills thanks to Rampage. However, similar to The Last Dance, it is a multi-burst gun, and you don't really get the full benefit of charge magazine, meaning you won't be dealing optimal damage and your stacks will run out pretty quickly. However, this is still a solid gun, give it a try if you find this roll. It came 2nd on this list, but then I discovered my true mojo, Drang. This sidearm is easy to obtain, just go to Banshee. It is a static roll and comes with moving target, Rampage and accurized rounds for that extra range, with a stability masterwork. I'm using Rampage spec to grant me an extra second to the duration of Rampage. Wow, this gun with this build It's nuts. At one point I was doing 64 damage to the body. That means 3 attack body kill potential. The gun already feels super strong without even using a build, but the charge magazine, plus the rampage combo, plus the decent range on this gun makes it incredibly lethal at close range and that area between close and medium range. Seriously, try this build if you are a hunter. Watch shotgunners tear up at the mere sight of you. What subclass to use this with, you might be wondering. It's up to you and your playstyle really. Personally, I would use Top Tree Night Stalker for the invisibility benefits, sneaking up on targets, getting out of trouble, you know the deal. Also tethering supers. But yeah, it's up to you. This build is also viable in PvE, but let's face it, like a priest that divorces their partner, you don't run double primaries in PvE. You just don't do it. It still slaps however, and it's fun to use. That is it for this one. Give it a go and let me know what you think of this build. Remember to leave a like if you made it to the end and subscribe if you haven't. New season next week. I'm going to be sitting back and enjoying the content like everyone else, but after a few days, maybe just one, I'll start playing around with the new seasonal mods and get some builds out for you. Until then, go check out my other content and I'll see you in Season of the Splicer. Latest Guardians.